Okay, so the game for today is called Subtraction Stacks, and it's pretty quick, simple game, and it doesn't require a lot of materials. So you need 2 dice. You'll need 10 counters. I grabbed 10 pennies. You are welcome to find whatever works for you, whatever you have around your house. And then on a piece of paper, you'll need to sketch out these numbers 0 through 5, each in their own box. So to start the game, each player would need their own subtraction stacks and their own 10 counters. So before the game starts, you are going to place your counters on the numbers for whatever ones you want in any combination. So I might put 4 of them on the number 2. I might put 1 on the 0, 3 over here on the 5, and then a 1 and a 1 on the 4. And next time I play, I might choose a completely different strategy. But on your turn, you're going to roll the dice, and then you're going to find the difference between the two numbers. So I rolled a 6 and a 4. So I'm going to find the difference between 6 and 4, or I might, you could encourage your child to write down the subtraction fact 6 minus 4. They might use an adding up strategy, though. They might start with the 4 and add up to the 6, and that's totally fine. Or it may be a fact that they already know that 6 minus 4 is 2, or 6 minus something is 4, and they will come up with the answer of 2. So I'm going to take then one of my counters off of the 2 because that was the difference between 6 and 4. So then I roll again. This time I got 6 and 6. So the difference between 6 and 6 is 0. There's no difference. And so then I take 1 off. The game continues. This time I have a 5 and a 4. So the difference between 5 and 4, or 5 minus 4, or 4 plus what equals 5. There's lots of ways to think about it. And I would encourage your child to think through different ways to think about this. This would be the 1. And you keep going. And the first person who gets all of their counters removed from their stacks wins. If I were to roll, bless you, if I were to roll and I didn't have, this time I got 5 and 1, so I have a 4. If I were to roll and let's say I had, bless you again, a difference of 0 again, then I would miss my turn because I don't have a counter there to remove. And I would go ahead and pass the dice then to the next player. They take their turn, remove a counter, and it just keeps passing around the table until somebody has had the opportunity to remove all of their counters. But subtraction is a skill that is important to practice. Like I said, they might not always think of it as subtraction. They may be using an add up strategy, but seeing that subtraction equation, it will be very good for your child. So I would maybe encourage them to write down that subtraction equation as they're playing. Subtraction is one of the skills that typically is a little bit weaker for kids. They may know their addition really well, but then when it comes to subtraction, they're not as strong there. And so you may want to encourage them to write down those subtraction equations while they're working to help make that connection and to help build that skill set. So enjoy this game called Subtraction Stacks.